Spotting liquidity on your chart, it can be very hard, especially to beginners. And I got a request from one of my subscribers, and he told me, kindly show us indicators that can really be reliable, showing us liquidity. And basically not only giving you indicators, but I will show you how you can really use these indicators correctly to identify, rather to know this liquidity. Some of the indicators I'm going to show you right here, I've talked about them in my videos, but in this video I'm just going to show you why I really chose them among the top 3 indicators you can really consider when you really want to look for liquidity. Okay, I will start with number 3 to number 1. So guys, welcome you to Money Close, the Forex Allocation YouTube channel. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing my voice, or rather it's the first time you came across my channel. I really welcome you. Kindly join us by subscribing to this channel, clicking on that red button written subscribe, and definitely you'll be part of this amazing family, because I believe and honestly I know this is where you belong. If you're already part of this family, I salute you. So guys, definitely I'm just going to add the indicators on my chart, and I will start with indicator number 3. I've been talking much about liquidity. I've been telling you more about liquidity, and to make you understand about liquidity, I know most of you really knows that liquidity is the fuel the market needs so that it can really move. So guys, liquidity plays a very vital role in forex trading, and all you really need to know, there is something called inducement, okay? And this traps you when you wait for liquidity for you to execute trades, then boom, inducement. So another video will talk about liquidity and inducement. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't, like this video, and turn on your notification bell, because you really need to know about liquidity and inducement in forex trading. So guys, right away, let me add the indicator on my chart. You're just going to click on indicators tab. Once you click on indicators tab, indicator number 3 is called the Liquidity Hit Map by Nephew Sam. You click on it. Once you click on it, definitely this is how it's going to appear right on your chart. Here it is. I've talked a lot about this indicator, and I remember I told you about its functions, and I told you it is repainting when it is plotting all this. And I know you can ask yourself, why are you telling us about the indicator that do repaint? Calm down. I really want to show you how you can really consider this indicator executing trades, because it's a very great indicator, but let me show you how you can use it so that it can be beneficial to you. For you to take advantage of this indicator and using it correctly, you can actually consider what happened in the price, because this becomes a very sensitive zone. And basically you can see, because it was a liquidity zone over here that was highlighted at the price came to this level, it was rejected, and it is actually pushing to the downside. Okay, so considering what happened in the price, this becomes so valid because this level is really relevant at that given point. Okay, and that's why you will see price reacting to liquidity that happened in the past. Okay, and I do tell you to really know the trend of the market right here. The liquidity zones on red, they are really broken above, so that's tell you that's an uptrend. Okay, and when the price is really dropping to the downside as well, this bullish liquidity zones tends to be broken below. Okay, so it can help you know the trend, and as well considering what happened in the price, you can actually use it correctly. You will see even price reacting to this level over here and to this level over here, but I'm very happy because this has already happened on live market, and you can see the market reacted to this, and definitely is actually also reacting to this liquidity that appeared at the price. So you can use what happened in the price using the Liquidity Hit Map by Nephew Sam. Okay, so let's go to indicator number 2. Indicator number 2 is called HTF Liquidity Levels. Click on it. Once you click on it, definitely this is how it's going to appear right on your chart. Remember, this is HTF, simply means higher time frame. So basically, let's go to 1 hour time frame, and we're just going to see all this. Okay, I've talked about this indicator in my videos. To those who've been following my videos, they really know I've already talked about this indicator. So this indicator, as you can see right here, number 1, it shows us the untapped levels, and number 2, it shows us the liquidity pulse. So what you're really supposed to really know about this indicator, it is popularly known that the indicator is located behind the swing points or below the higher time frames high and low. And these key areas are said to be liquid because of the accumulation of the resting orders, mainly in form of stop losses orders. Liquidity pulse as well, you can see once a liquidity level is identified, or better a cluster of liquidity levels works as magnet in the market. You probably see the price is more likely to make the way towards the heavier pockets of liquidity by proximity. Consequently, the indicator can help you frame the direction bears during your trading sessions. And once a level is tapped, it's highlighted, and at the end of the day, all the tap levels are really clear. I've talked more about this indicator on my video. You can check that video talking about the HDF's indicator. So when you look on settings, there is a lot. Maybe you want to see the intraday liquidity, you can actually activate them. If you want to see the higher time frames liquidity, you can actually activate them. Click on OK, and you're just going to see everything you really need using these higher time frames liquidity levels. So let's go to number one indicator. I really love this indicator. I've tested this indicator not once, not twice, and that's why it is topping on my list right now. And the indicator is called Liquidity Swings Algo. Liquidity Swings Algo. Click on it. Once you click on it, this is how it's going to appear right on your chart. This is actually the indicator I am in love with, and definitely you can see the indicator is really working on real time, and it is not really repenting. I've tested this indicator, and indeed I made a video showing you how I tested this indicator on live market. You can see it is differentiated in different colors. We have green color and we have red color. Red color shows you the bearish liquidity zones, and the green one shows you a bullish liquidity zone. So what you're really supposed to know, that on these levels over here, not necessarily you look for your buy or sell order. Just know on bearish liquidity zone you can look either buy or sell order, and as well on bullish liquidity zone you can look for selling or buying orders. That's what you're really supposed to keep in mind, okay? Simply because anything can really happen. You can see the price breaking above and price breaking below. And another thing I really love about this indicator, when a certain liquidity zone is broken, for instance this liquidity zone over here is actually highlighted with a dashed line showing you that it has already been broken. And remember, we as well have false breakouts, so you can actually be very careful when you're using this indicator. I recommend this indicator to you, a beginner. Kindly use this indicator. It's very friendly, working on real time, it's not repenting, you know, and it can be reliable as well. I am saying this confidently because I've tested it and I made money using this indicator because I was testing it. And definitely guys, you can see honestly the price is really reacting to these liquidity zones, okay? Another secret is knowing the market structure when you want to trade liquidity. That simplifies ultimately everything you really need. So for instance, this is a ranging market over here. There was equal highs and equal lows over here. So you can probably see when there is liquidity right here, you can look for your buy order because you have known the market structure. And as I've told you before, you can actually also know the trend of the market, whether the market is rising or dropping, simply because the bullish liquidity zones on downtrend tends to be broken below, and the bearish liquidity zones on uptrend tends to be broken, and the bullish liquidity zone respected as well. That's what you're really supposed to keep in mind. I recommend this indicator to you. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't turned on your notification bell, because you really need to know about the inducement and liquidity in forex trading, and it's just going to work well with liquidity. Okay, so guys, let me hope you've learned something. Continue working hard, because I believe and I know one day your hard work will pay. So what do I say, guys? Bye bye, see you in my next video.